accurate forecast from the First Coast News Weather Team, certified by Weather Rate, sponsored by AC Designs.
Well, we're taking a look at least portions of Duval from the south side. And even if you haven't had rain today, because the clouds from those thunderstorms have created a bit of a canopy, certainly still warm and humid out there. But for many of us, we're now below the, the heat impact alert reason, and that would be the heat advisory of 108 degrees. We'll take a look exactly where the thunderstorms still are in just a moment, but let's take a look at the first official cone for Ernesto. Ernesto was, expected to become Ernesto. Hurricane hunters flew out there today. They found a system organized enough to call it a tropical storm. In case you had not heard, I wanted to show you the complete cone to show you with plenty of confidence. I know for those of you that have been around, very often we talk about those steering currents are weak and we're not quite sure. All indicators are that this tropical cyclone, although it will intensify, it will become a significant, maybe a major hurricane. It's going to recurve and it's going to pass east of all of the First Coast by over 600 miles. And that means the only impact to us will be an increase in rip currents, and that'll be later on for the weekend. Our main concern for loved ones will be folks down around islands just to the east of Puerto Rico. It looks like the worst this has to offer will be after it passes Puerto Rico, but there will be some pretty quick intensification over the next couple of days. We'll let you know what's going on down there. As far as over here, up here, around the First Coast, whatever you want to call it. Here's what showers and thunderstorms have done over the last 6 hours. And yeah, a lot of us saw showers and thunderstorms as early as noon to 1 o'clock. They came at us from the Gulf of Mexico. Then they collided with the East Coast sea breeze. And now the thunderstorms, which way are they moving? Kind of all over the place. Basically, all that's going to happen for the rest of the afternoon and the evening is they will tend to build where there is still enough heat and moisture. And this is what I mean by this. This is what we call an outflow boundary. This is blown out from former thunderstorms that we had. But where it's blowing out, where the air is drier, and I mean above about 5,000 feet, it's just not triggering any showers or thunderstorms. But there's still plenty of moisture, even in the upper levels from Baker County east. And notice that's where there's enough to trigger some shower and thunderstorm activity. Even this thunderstorm complex is beginning to weaken. It's spread out to the north where there is still heat. It is still spreading out through Duval County, but because many of us in Duval County at least have had the clouds, this storm is no longer intensifying. Nonetheless, there are some downpours. There are some areas of lightning over eastern Charlton, portions of Camden, Nassau County, and even Duval County. But this whole complex, even if you see heavy rain and some lightning where you are, it's going to be diminishing over about the next 30 minutes. I don't see anything as far as the core is concerned. As far as the rest of our evening, whereas yesterday we saw a second round developing later, I don't think that's going to happen this evening. Tomorrow morning, yeah, there will be a few showers and thunder showers coming in from the Gulf of Mexico, but not as many as today, and not as many will develop during the afternoon. So tomorrow could be, we're going to be right on the threshold of a heat advisory, but not as many thunderstorms. They increase on Wednesday, that is thunderstorms, but that's because a front is on the way. Remember, this front, two positives, I think. Once the front comes through, not as hot, and that is the front that is turning Ernesto and keeping it a long way off from the First Coast.